Hello. So today is day 28 of my 30-day video challenge, and today I'm going to be talking about an experience that I had or have of a past life and how it's affected my relationships with men. So I had a past life with someone who's very dear to me, and it had to do with rape. It had to do with being murdered, and then it had to do with being in a house that burned down. And this lifetime catalyzed for me many lifetimes of just not trusting in God, not trusting in men, not knowing how to be with men, and feeling like I always had to surrender to any man, and even if it wasn't my choice. Um, So this has been showing up really interestingly in my life recently because my business and everything has been coming together, feeling really good. And but then relationships are coming into play, right? I can feel how I'm living my purpose and now I want to share that with someone, and I want to have that not really yet, but I do want to go for a date, or I want to be taken out or just pampered and loved, and just as I do the same with myself. But something that came up was I started to look into dating and looking into opening myself up to being with men, but I realized I didn't even actually know how to be with them. I didn't know how to set my boundaries. I realized I didn't even know how a guy, when he's flirting with me, how to say no, or how to notice when he's flirting with me and then put up a boundary and say, no, that's not okay with me. And I didn't really realize where this came from until I kind of connected to that past life. And I saw that I sort of forcefully, of course, because that's what rape is being forcefully put into a place where you don't have a choice, but you have to let go, and you can't you can't make the decision. And as you can tell, it's still there. It's still very deeply there. And I've done a lot of womb healing that's cleared a lot of space for me to be able to feel into it and work through it, or work through the stuff to be able to now work through it. But it's still very deeply in there. Not deeply as in it's going to take me a long time to work through it, but just it's a deep wound, right? And maybe, and I'm sure you watching this, or someone that you know, or just you might relate to this, because I think a lot of women have this, of being just not honored for their beauty and their wisdom and their love. And I have many lifetimes of that I've remembered and I've seen and I've been shown. And a lot of them were, funny enough, as a sex slave. But it's not really funny, it's just interesting how one lifetime can catapult you into a bunch of lifetimes of just kind of meandering along, or fighting something, or just not knowing what to do with yourself because the trauma runs so deep that each lifetime you're trying to resolve it, but it's all a combination of the density of life that's been here for these last few thousands of years, for women especially. It's just the energetic vibration of the planet was not high enough for us to really connect properly and really walk our purpose. But now it's very different. Like, we're remembering past lives, we're connecting to each other telepathically, we're opening up our chakras, we're working on all these energetic things and guidance, and having channelings, and everybody pretty much can channel now. It's like it's a it's very interesting how the world and how our lives change over time, and how the vibration of the planet is also rising, and therefore we are too. So this lifetime that I had is something that showed up very strongly for me, because I've created safe space for myself now to work through deeper layers of my journey. And those include having a partner and having someone to share that with, and possibly have children with. And so this process is really important because I'm going to be holding space deeper for women, and I'm going to be sharing more and healing more, and this is really important to do that. So I wanted to share this story because it's very deep and it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me to share, but I think it will help many of you who are watching this and have something similar maybe come up, or that you've experienced, or that you just don't quite understand why it's happening and why it keeps repeating itself, but then you're like, oh, there's something deeper. It's not quite this lifetime. Because sometimes it isn't this lifetime. Most of the time it isn't. Unless you have obviously a real memory of it. So if you do have something like this, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see what you have to say down below in the comments. And if it's something really traumatic or something really deep and you've been struggling with it for a long time and it just keeps repeating itself and repeating itself and repeating itself, please reach out to me, because I have worked through these things with women, other women, and also myself. And I do this with my clients to dig deeper into the places within themselves that are uncomfortable, to really find the love and the passion that's there, that's underneath all of that stuff that's just been there for so many lifetimes and just this life. So if you want to be free, you want to feel that freedom that's in your heart of being in the world and expressing yourself, please message me or comment below that you would like to talk to me, and we'll set up a call and we'll talk, and we'll see what we can discover and explore, and if we can work together. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, and keep healing and loving yourself, because that can make such a difference just with this whole process. Thanks for watching this longer video, and I will see you in day 29 of my 30-day video challenge, which will be almost the last one. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye.